If all you have in mind is how grateful you are for what you have, there's no room for the shit that you think you need to have or you're unappreciative over. It doesn't even have room to exist in your psyche. Obviously, it's unrealistic to think you could constantly be in a state of gratitude. Just being that our brains, our brains are programmed in negativity. Why? Because negativity was a defense mechanism for us to always expect the worst. Millions of years ago, when the human brain was evolving, we basically lived to survive. And that's what the whole brain and the nervous system, everything was put together to help you live one day to the next, 1 minute to the next, to do eat, sleep, drink, shelter. And, very primal instincts just to survive. So positivity requires effort. But it's unrealistic to think that everything you go through and every experience is going to be a positive experience. However, you can pick the positives and the potential of the positive out of any experience. Even seeing it, and this is what, when I work with guys on breakups, this is something we really focus on, is understanding that, yes, in the moment, a breakup hurts. But if you look at it for what it really is and the opportunity it really provides, it can be the best thing that's ever happened to you in life. And that's a choice. Just like anything else happening to your life, the way you perceive it is a choice. Things are going to happen the way they're going to happen. It's and part of making that choice to turn it into a positive is learning from it. And the first thing you got to do to learn from something is realize that a mistake was made, which to realize a mistake was made, you have to take accountability and acknowledge that you made a mistake, a bad decision, whatever the case may be. And there you have your jumping off point. Thousands of reasons to frown, but you only need one reason to smile. And that's right. And I think you don't even have to look that hard to find a reason to smile. You don't have to really look that hard and that deep to find something to be appreciative and grateful for. Now, to finding you see what happens most oftentimes is mistakes are made, things are done, you move on, and you're able to look back at it and see the value in the experience, and you can be grateful then. But with the knowledge, being armed with the knowledge that you have the power to change your perception of any situation that's happened to you and use it as a positive, gives you the opportunity in the moment to say, okay. I had a stream about this the other day. I did a pop-up driving in my truck about the isolation, being isolated and feeling isolated and like nothing's going right. It's God preparing you for something better, for something greater. And the isolation is the preparation. And it's difficult. I know from the outside looking in, it's easy to say, hey, you feeling like shit about yourself and your life's falling apart? Ask yourself what's good about this. Yeah, I know it's not that. It is simple, but it's not easy. But that one pause, that one moment to be able to have that one instant, that fraction of a second to say, wait a minute, what's about to happen to me? What am I being prepared for? And that shifts your whole perspective. That changes the whole story. It changes the whole narrative in that instance. Now you've set your brain up, you've set your conscious and your subconscious and your physiology and everything, the total package, because of that one thought, that one quality question, you've shifted into finding a solution. Term says experience is a hard teacher because it gives the first test and the lesson afterward. That's right. Very wise. And that's how life is learned. It's the opposite of school. You don't get the lesson, then the test. First you get the test, then the lesson in real life. And that's what we don't hear about enough. And look, these lessons are here for a reason. It's meant to grow you, to forge you. Men need to learn lessons. Men need to learn to go through adversity and handle stress and create solutions to problems, and you need adversity to grow character, to forge a solid foundation of the more adept you are to solving problems and moving through adversity, the further you can go in life, the more you have to offer the universe. And I think we've been plagued with these weak mindsets. You know, once upon a time, men had rites of passage into manhood. And, you know, one point, this world was not a safe place for humans to live in. We didn't have roads and cars and guns and, you know, cameras and police and buildings and, you know, all these amenities that we don't even realize that it really wasn't that long ago in the big picture when you were running around naked, dodging vicious saber-toothed tigers and super apex predators that were constantly trying to kill you. You had disease, you had nature, all these things were around. It was designed to kill you. The survival of the fittest was the order of the day. And it's not like that anymore. Men don't have to be challenged to grow. It's like we live in this comfortable society where I don't feel like it. Well, I don't want to do that. No, it's men are getting drug around, making decisions about their feelings, being raised by single mothers, households, being raised by single moms, which is an epidemic. It's the highest it's ever been in the history of humans since civilization. And like life's on fucking easy mode, too easy, to where it's actually having a really adverse effect on society. And right, I agree with this. It is like that, but now it's a psyop. 100% Yogi. This is all done. This is all intentional. Y'all need to know that. It's all intentional. How else would the powerful elite control billions of people if they really understood their true power as a collective? What if everybody came to the realization at one time that we could be rich and have things without relying on money? That we would be much healthier on our own, growing our own food, exchanging with each other, helping each other, raising families together, sticking together as a collective, making decisions collectively.